Girls and guys, welcome back to the channel. We have got all of them going on, doing this one for TikTok, and we're working on, of course, a Tesla. This is becoming a common thing and I don't really like it. Firstly, a shout out to Tim at Charge Heads for putting me in touch with Clavelli Electric Vehicles, the independent EV specialist, because I couldn't get these parts. I spoke to that man. If you're into electric cars and stuff like that, jump on Charge Heads YouTube page. It's a lot of, well, it's not a lot of EV stuff. It's all EV stuff. So jump over there if you want some EV content. Now, on this Tesla, yet again, we are doing inner track rod ends. We've done a lot of work to this car recently. We've done inner track rod ends, reverse camera, lower arm, this, that, and the other. Unfortunately, these things do happen. And it's all to do with the driver's side that we get a lot of the issues with. And I don't know why. Can't explain it, but it is what it is, so we should do it. So with these, this is what an inner track rod end looks like. We've replaced the outer track rod ends as well, actually. That's what we did. So we've already replaced the outers, now replacing the inners. These have all happened one after the other, so it's not like we've been chasing the fault. These have just been happening, which is annoying. But components fail, it's what happens. So we're replacing inner track rod ends. Now the funny thing is, if you ring Tesla and try and buy them from them, they will try and sell you a complete steering rack, which is not what we need. We only need that little bit. We are replacing both, so we've got two. These are non-sided items, so one side fits both. And if you need it, you get them from this place. Excuse the dirt on the invoice, this is not how it come to me. I'll see if I can get the info. Yeah, that's them there. They're in Cheltenham. So if you need any EV stuff, these are the people to go to. Okay, so this is from where we previously fitted. So we're going to undo that 21, and then we're going to take this boot down a bit, and then there is a big king nut in there that we're going to undo. So let's get on it. All right, what we've done, so the play is inside here, so it just knocks when you move it around. So we're replacing that. I have undone the lock nut, which was a 21mm, spun it all off, undone the two clips for the boot, got that off. Now, this one, there is a special tool for it, but I like to use a big pair of grips. All right, we've got it off. Now, only thing I need to do is just compare the meerkat. They look good. Threads look good at the bottom. Lovely. Let's fit a new one. Right, so that's back on. I didn't even count the turns. I left the king nut loose because we are going straight on the alignment machine thereafter. So that's on tight. That's back on tight. I'm going to show you a little bit more in depth on the other side of how to undo it and stuff like that, because I realised I did actually miss that in this video. So let's go to side two. On to side two, obviously 21 Bosch, 21 king nut, undo the track rod end. I've removed this little clip, which is now clip number two. It is there, and it is like a CV boot clip. So you need to break that off and then put a new one on. So let me break that off quick. All right, so all I needed to do was just give that a little bit of a jimmy up. I normally would say you could reuse that. If you can get it back on, put a little bit of grease around here. That goes in there where that cylindrical thing is, and obviously you can see the steering rack there. So what we're gonna do is, I'll replace that anyway. So now we need to get this off. So let's get the big grips. All right, so I can't do it with this, and I can't bother to set the tripod up, but yeah, I've gone in through there. They are very, very tight, so just get your grips on, and once that's undone, we can just spin it off. I mean, there is play in this one, which is good. The other side didn't feel as bad, but it was weird because I could feel the play in it, but the play also felt like it was on both sides, so we're just changing both to make sure we have no issue moving forward. I even checked it on the MOT ramp at AGW, and yeah, it's weird. It's weird, very weird. So this one's coming off, new one's about to go on. Well, fitting is the same as reversal. Get it on, get it as tight as you can physically turn it. Now slide this little bad boy on and you'll hear it go, there you go, that click. Now you can't get the inside on yet because it's too far out. So what I do is I'll put everything on and then I'll turn it in a little bit. I mean, it might go, but there's no point stressing yourself out. So don't worry about the inside as of yet. I'll show you how to do the inside. Now I'm going to put the outside clip on, put some grease on it, put the track rod end on, and then do the inner clip and then get it ready for an alignment. Okay, so she's all set up for the wheel alignment. I've got to go through that annoying process of locking the door lock, put it into neutral, handbrake off, put the seatbelt on, and latching the door lock without the door shut so I can do the rollback, because as soon as you get out of them, they're going to park. So we're going to get the alignment done, go for a little road test. That's the end of the knocking noise. And yeah, completes quite a few videos on the same Tesla of fixing weird noises, but hopefully it's helped people. Right, alignment's all done, and perfect time. The customer's here again, so he can take it on road test and let me know if he's happy. So this one, for now, done.